The first elk that went over the road is here. Right in front of our car. Where'd he go? Hopefully far away so the next car doesn't run into it again. We're once again in Tiilikkajärvi National Park. You might remember this place from one of our previous trips, but today we're hunting for the signs that you see in the middle of that logo. I'll tell you more on that later. We're here once again in Sammakotammi, which is right down here. And last time we went up here and then took the river almost up to Alanen. And today we're starting in the same place, but we're trying to make it all the way to the other side of Tiilikka Lake. So that's a plan for today. Let's see how we succeed. Looks like we're having our first cookie break.
Have to get energy for paddling.
Yes.
Nami.
Strawberry. So here we are at Sammakotammi, which is Frog Lake. Funny name. Frog Lake, and we're going into the Tiilikkajoki, which is Tiilikka River, from where we will go directly to Tiilikkajärvi, which is Tiilikka Lake. So the tiny river over here is the same little stretch of river that we've gone up and down last time when being here in the area. But after that, the terrain will definitely change. Approaching the active beaver lodge here that we found yesterday, but I'm guessing again we're here at a time when they're fully asleep, so no animals to be seen. You can see here they have been very busy. And this should be the only teeny tiny current we have during the whole day. So I guess we'll just paddle real hard and see how far we get until we get stuck again. Hello, but we managed. There's a little bit of pushing. Well, the rest should be a really quiet river and a long lake. Every single tree you see that has fallen down because of the beaver seems to be a birch. Can't really blame them, since birch is our preferred type of tree as well when we're warming up the fireplace, since it keeps the heat the best. So yeah, seems like we and the beavers have an equally good taste.
And back at Tiilikkajärvi. Had a nice tailwind for a change. That is of course gonna bite our butts when we come back as a headwind, but that is the problem for that time. Here's the bridge again, and Tiilikkajärvi is gonna open up very soon in front of our eyes. Here it is, the first bay of Tiilikkajärvi. Today we'll be exploring the lake a little bit more thoroughly. Probably not every single nook, but we're gonna be seeing the main areas at least. Supposedly extremely shallow lake. At least in the maps that I saw, the deepest part were like 6 meters only.
6?
6.
Deepest?
Deepest part, yeah. The weather definitely is not as good as yesterday.
No.
Well, we're gonna check the point in front of us first, Then we're gonna go to a border stone of a very, very old peace treaty. I think the maps were correct. My paddle is hitting the ground in the middle of the lake. Of course the grass over here is betraying the shallows, but there was already one place. There was no grass, no nothing, and suddenly just the bottom was there. That was quite something. Well, we're not hitting the bottom yet, so all okay. Or has our trip hit the bottom? They have these rowing boats over here, two of them between these 2 points, over here and over there. And there's a hiking path, of course, going to the points, both of these. And the idea is that if you come over here, you can take this boat over here, row to the other side, fetch the second boat, tie it with a rope to your boat, row back over here, leave the first boat over here and take the second boat back to the place where you wanted to go. That is a nice service. This is called Pohjoisniemi. Niemi is a point in Finnish, so north point. And the Täyssinä border stone is gonna come about that way, about maybe a kilometer from here still.
Okay, so you can see some loose rocks all over the place, and we're looking for one particular one to see the border stone, but we have no idea which one it is, so let's go chase some rocks. That one has a sign on it.
There is a sign.
So it is the highest one. I figured it would be the highest because the water levels are a lot higher in the spring. Looking promising. Birds seem to be liking this place as well.
Yes.
Have some markings on their own. Okay, muinaisjäännös, lain suojaama. It's in protected by law. You're not allowed to do any damage to it. So we're anchored here on the left side, so we're not touching the stone itself. And yeah, the official markings. Yes. Yeah, we have it.
Yeah, again, one thing that you wouldn't be able to see without a canoe. Muinaisjäännös. Historical artifact.
Yes. So no land bridges here anywhere. Nothing but lake. And like Vesa said, if you don't have a boat of some sort, you don't get here. So, pretty place. Glad we checked it out.
Okay, we are backing out and now we are heading back. 3 kilometers of paddling on the lake in headwinds and then back to the river. I think we're gonna take a little tea break in between because this cold wind goes straight into your bones. We have about 2 kilometers, a little bit under, paddling in headwinds to our point where to the place where we're gonna have our break. Maybe some tea and hot chocolate kind of a thing. The headwind is not that bad, but we have our little bit more heavy-duty boat with us, or the canoe. As we weren't 100% certain how rocky this trip is gonna be, we had the plastic canoe this time, and it's a little bit harder to go against the wind with it. 2 kilometers. Let's see how beat I am after that, at least. Not sure if you can see it in the camera, but I think somebody's gonna use the rowing boats now over there. Yep. As I said already before, good service that they have those. Okay, lunch is eaten. Fire was a little bit smaller today. The wood was quite wet. Ooh, cool weather. And this is what 2 people who are a little bit cool look like.
Yes, we're cool.
We are really cool. Nice place for a break though. 2 times 1 kilometer and we are back at the river. Here we go. Definitely not the warmest day. Well, the temperature itself is not the problem, it's the wind. It should be 5 to 6 meters per second, but the gusts go up to 12 meters per second, and that is quite evil.
Almost back at the first bridge, and fun trip otherwise, but a little bit cold. Temperature is actually warmer than what it was last time we were here, but the winds we had out on the open water, that was quite nasty. Now over here, as you can see, it's wind still. That's because we're in the cover. Trees are protecting us from both sides, so quite nice over here. We only have one little lake to cross before we go into the safe river that leads us back to the parking place. So almost done over here. I guess an hour, 1.5, and we'll be back. Rather nasty surprise weather-wise, because it wasn't supposed to be so cold, but then the wind surprised us quite badly, and the promised sun didn't come out after all, so oh well. I'm looking forward to being again in a warm shower, maybe a warm fireplace, and a hot chocolate in my hands.